One of the things that many people talk about and is sort of high on their priority list is manifesting. And usually it's manifesting abundance in the form of finances. It also can be manifesting, it also can be manifesting in the form of living out a dream. It also can be manifesting in a healing in our body. And so I'm just going to talk for a few minutes about manifesting your dreams. And this is something that I've been learning and experiencing, and it's, if we open ourselves to learn, we'll be taught. And it happens in the most ingenious and innovative and many times unexpected ways, and through totally unexpected events. And to be honest with you, I can't even recall exactly sort of the turn of events when this knowingness or this lesson was deposited in me. But I thought it was a really interesting one. You see, so many times when we are looking to achieving a goal, so manifesting whatever it may be, we have this idea that we are manifesting, that we're reaching out here and getting something, or reaching out and drawing something to us. And as I said, I had an interesting experience, understanding, that gave me a little different perspective on it, and I thought it was really quite interesting, and that's why I wanted to share it with you. So first of all, your dreams. Now, I don't mean the ones that, I'm going to see if I can manifest a parking spot right in front of the building that I'm going to. Okay? I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the biggies, right? The ones that are deep inside here. So first of all, those dreams were not created by you. They were deposited in you. Which is kind of the first thing that can be really encouraging, because if they were deposited in you, they had to be deposited in you for a reason. And I tell you this, they would not have been deposited in you if you did not have the ability to acquire whatever you needed to live those dreams out to their fullest. Here's something else I'm going to say about those dreams. You do not step into those dreams. You do not reach out here and achieve those dreams. Those dreams are within you. And I would even say that those dreams are manifest through you into the external environment, rather than the other way around. So here's what happens. When we begin to believe, when we take that step in faith, when we build our vision boards or whatever it may be, and then we begin to walk and we begin to take those steps, or we even say, I am willing, and not in sort of just a offhandish way. This is very serious business. We say from the bottom of our heart, we say, you know what? And we say it to our Creator and creation. We say, I'm willing. I'm willing, and I'm ready. I'm ready to manifest those dreams, and we really mean it. Here's what happens when we do that. Instantly, the universe begins to prepare us to be able to be the conduit for those dreams to manifest through us. Not a whole lot different than with your attunements, right? Your attunements open those channels for that energy to flow through you and out. And that's the same route that your dreams flow. Now here's the really interesting thing about it. Our dreams are present. They are here. Anytime, every time, all the time. What happens is, and where the quote-unquote time is involved, is the preparation process for us to be, I almost want to say mature enough, I don't know if that's the right word, to be able to allow that energy to flow through and manifest to us. I use this analogy often. in bodybuilding and weightlifting. So if you want to bench press 250 pounds, you can more than likely do that. But if right now you're just, kind of like breaking out in sweat if you're trying to bench press 20 pounds, if you said, I'm going to bench press 200 pounds, and tomorrow you go out and try to do it, it's probably going not to work out well for you. Right? But if you say, I am going to bench press 200 pounds, and then you start walking, and you're at 10 pounds, and then you're at 20 pounds, and you're at 30 pounds, and you prepare yourself to be able to bench press that 200 pounds. Dreams work the same way. So it's not about going out and chasing your dreams and catching them, because they're within you anyway. It's about allowing the universe to prepare us to be the conduit for something that magnificent to flow through us and manifest out around us. So I know for me that was a really interesting perspective to kind of look at it that way, and it helped me, and most of you know that I have some pretty big dreams. It helped me to understand that refining process when it happens and as it happens, because it's not always comfortable, right? We know that. Bigger the dreams, bigger the challenges. Doesn't mean they aren't possible. They're actually inevitable if you keep going. But as that refining process goes, as our being releases what it needs to release in order to be able to have that manifesting power flow through us, it's not always comfortable, it's not always easy. But as we understand that that simply is a refining process, I know for me, it helps me to walk through those challenges much simpler. And I guess you would say easier. It doesn't mean they have to be always pleasant. We have to kind of enjoy them. But I think if we understand what's going on, just like the person who's getting ready to bench press 200 pounds, and I don't know, for those of you that work out or weightlift, when you're working out, boy, I tell you, that day or the day after, you've had a really good workout, boy, those muscles hurt. But you know that that's a sign of growth. Same thing. Your dreams are here, and energetically they are complete and they are whole. When we release them and begin to walk, we begin that refining process to enable us, to empower us, to prepare us to be able to be the conduit for that to flow through and to manifest around us. Our dreams are not out there. They are in here, waiting for us to say yes. Waiting for that refining process to do the work it needs to do so that those dreams may come through us and we may step into them in their fullness.